$7.95, $6.95, $6.95, $3.25, $1.50, and this is my Lion card, which is really my American Express green card, coming in at $150. Guys, the annual fees are just totally out of control, and they're not getting any better. Today, that's what we're going to talk about, what we're going to do about it, how I'm going to handle this the rest of 2025 and moving forward. And I'm going to go over some things for you that if you're in the same situation as me, you're going to want to deal with your credit cards in this way so you're not spending thousands and thousands of dollars in annual fees on cards that you may not be using to their fullest. Mi gente, if that sounds good to you, hit that like and subscribe. Check out the referral links below. Let's jump into it. So, as you just saw, this borders on ridiculous, guys. For the past 2 months or so, actually, the one that really kicked this off, believe it or not, was the United Club card. And why this card? The Sapphire Reserve, when this card hit for $6.95, that it was refreshed, was in at $5.50. This leapfrogged it and jumped to $6.95, tying it at the time with the American Express Platinum cards, both the personal and the business, for the most expensive cards out there. Okay? Think about it. Now, this is at $6.95. No sooner did Chase announce that, then they said, hey, you know what, Amex? I'll see you. You're $6.95 and I'll raise you $100. And now the reserve is $7.95. What are we getting for all this money that we're paying? Right now, across 30 credit cards that I have $3,600 in annual fees. Now, you might be home saying, that's insane. Why the heck are you doing this, Joe? And fair enough. Do I need 30 cards? No. No one really needs 30 cards, guys, okay? I've said it before and I'm going to say it again. I have all these cards so that I could try them out, review it, and tell you whether it's worth it or not for the channel, right? So that's why I got these cards, because back up until 2022, I had JetBlue and United and a Disney Visa, right? That's it. Now I have all these other cards, but the annual fees keep going through the roof. If you notice, about 2 weeks ago, when Chase finally dropped their Chase Sapphire Reserve at $7.95, the day before, Amex came out and said, hey, we're going to refresh our platinum cards coming in October. We're not going to tell you what we're going to do to them, but we're coming out with a new version of the card. Guess what else is coming with that new version of the card, mi gente? A higher annual fee that some people are suggesting can come in at $8.95 or even $9.95. Now, that's just a lot, guys. These cards, and these are just, again, 6 of my cards. These cards have some value to them. I do try to utilize them as much as possible and use them as intended. But at some point, I can't keep paying more than $3,000 a year on cards. Now, if you break it down, that's over $300 a month. That for most people, that could be a big bill. That could be a car note. That could be what you spend on groceries, you know, a tuition bill that you're paying, whatever it is. So it is ridiculous. So what am I going to do about it? So some of these cards will remain with me because of the main reason, the channel. And the second reason is that now that I'm retired from my real life job of being a school counselor for 34 years in New York, I'm traveling more. I want to use the perks and benefits that some of the cards have. But I'm going to tell you, in particular, with these 6 cards, which ones I will be either canceling, downgrading, changing up, or keeping because they really do provide the benefit to me. So I'm going to start off first, actually, with the reserve. I just product changed from the reserve, from the preferred to the reserve about a month ago. So I got lucky. I got locked into their $550 annual fee. So I'm grandfathered in until the next annual fee hits next year for me. Then it'll go up to 795. The other thing is I'm able to still utilize the old benefits on the card. I can only use the points boost benefit now, and I can't try out the new benefits until October 26th of this year. Okay. What am I going to do with this card? Am I going to keep this $795 card a year? I doubt it. Although they did raise the bar, although they did add a lot more to the card in terms of StubHub, dining credits, um, the $300 travel stay the same. The multipliers are a little higher on one end. I'm just not convinced that this card is still 795. As a matter of fact, and in the video I'm going to put up back here, I chose Amex as still the king, beating Chase, even though I still don't know what Amex is going to do in the future. So what I'm going to see myself doing in the future is downgrading this card back to the Chase Sapphire preferred. Now, the preferred right now comes in at $95. We know it's not going to stay there. There's no way that the second best card in their lineup is going to be $700 less. So what do I think they're going to do? They're going to add a few more benefits. They might add some, you know, Uber or Lyft benefits or DoorDash and things of that nature and raise it to 150 or 195. That's the guess. But right now it's 95. So next year, I'm going to save myself right now at least $700 and drop this one. Okay. Trying it out, giving it a shot, but bye-bye. This one is kind of an anomaly, guys. At $695, the United Club card. Why did I get this card? I live in New Jersey. Newark is a hub for United, and I use United a lot. Newark is a disaster, as you've seen on the news. It's been nothing but a mess. This card gives me premier access all the time. I get to bypass the lines. They have their own single line. It gives me unlimited lounge access. And even if you have people that have day passes and it's crowded, I still have access to the lounge. They still have to wait. So for me, and the multipliers on the tickets are good. For me, believe it or not, this card is a keeper because I use it a lot. Okay. I'm using it to go to Puerto Rico in November, and the card does offer me the value. It also comes with IHG platinum status, platinum elite status, which is strong. Although I just got a platinum elite card for the sign up bonus, this comes with it. So it has a lot to offer for the $695. The American Express Business Platinum card. This is going to be weird what I'm going to say. I'm downgrading this card or outright canceling it in a couple of weeks. As I go to record this, it is July 17th. This card was a good card, and I actually liked it better than the personal platinum. But they got rid of their points boost for 35% on any airline if you use it for points. Now it's on a specific airline. Plus, they nerfed and downgraded getting $400 worth of Dell credit to $150 worth of Dell credit. And for me, it just doesn't have that value because, again, their multipliers on purchases isn't strong at all unless you're spending over $5,000 in one shot where they multiply it by 1.5. So this card is either going to be downgraded to the green. I'm going to see what they're going to tell me about that. If not, I'm just going to cancel it because I have an upgrade offer to go from the gold card to the platinum card, the personal platinum again, of 50,000 MR points with $2,000 spent. So yeah, I'm ditching $695 to get $695 again. But the personal card gives me what the other cards from Chase will not get me, which is the lounge access. That's just a lot greater. It has greater built-in benefits such as gold status with the Marriott hotels, gold status with Hilton hotels, and so on, and status with different car rental companies. It has a lot more teeth to it for 695. I know it's going to go up. Let's see what those benefits will be. But by me getting it in August, I'll keep the older fee at least until my term comes up next year where I renew it. So that's going to stay put, which then leads me to the gold card at 325. This next month will be gone because if I upgrade this card to the platinum card, they'll also prorate the fee for me. So the actual platinum card will be less. So this card will go so that I can replace it with the platinum. Now, I know a lot of people like this card because it is the foodie card, 4 times supermarkets, 4 times dining. It's a great card. It has some solid benefits, but it's just kind of hanging there. I don't use it as much as I still thought I would. And that's why I canceled it, honestly, a year ago because it wasn't getting the use that I thought. So this one's gone. So this will save me 325, which in effect will eat up at least half of the platinum's fee coming up for me. The next card. This is 150, the Delta Sky Club Sky Miles card, the gold business card. What was good about this card was is that they didn't charge me. They haven't charged me in the first year of owning the card, which is strong. I've never flown Delta, but I wanted to try it out because everybody talks on how great Delta is. But this is 150. And at 150, not paying it in the first year is great. Do I think I'm going to keep the card and pay 150 again in the future? No, because I'm not flying them that much. Okay. So this card will go when the annual fee hits next year. Okay. I might be able to downgrade it to a no annual fee card with Delta, but I'm going to see how that works out. But for now, this one is only a one and done, which then brings me to my last card. And again, I know it looks weird, but this is truly the American Express green card. Now, when I canceled my Amex Gold card last year, I picked up the green card with no sign up bonus because it still gave me 3 times dining and then 3 times on all the other travel um, codes that they give you for from camping to tolls to parking to you name it. You got 3 times for the value for that. So this card from the Lion card, which I want to give a shout out to Johnny out there with the Lion card in California, I had that custom made. But the believe it or not, the American Express green card at 150 provides the most value to me. It also includes clear credit at the airport, which is 199. That alone covers the cost of the card. So I will be keeping this one going forward. Now, you might say, okay, where are the rest of your cards? Now, these are my cards in my little binder here, right? There's another card that I'm just going to throw in as an add-in on you guys because I have a lot of cards that are $95, $99, and so on. I don't really, if I'm getting something out of that, I'm going to keep the card. But there's one that I have here. I'm going to just try to pull it up for you guys really quick. Is the United business card. Now, I got that business card when I had the regular United card because it was giving you a boost of some sorts of 10,000 or no, 5,000 miles if you had both. And I thought it was a good card. It was a good card at 99 $95, but now they just raised the fee when they raise the other fee. And I can't see carrying these two cards would come in at close to $1,000 when all is said and done. I don't want to do that. So this is going bye-bye in a couple of weeks because that's when it's up. I also don't have any spend on it whatsoever because I put it all on the other card. Now, what do I think is going to happen in the future for me and what I suggest you do going on in the future for yourselves? This is the plan, guys. And I've talked about this with other creators, with Anthony from Sledge Inc., with Anthony from Anthony Adventure, Sledge Inc. team, Chad's Money Minutes, John R. It seems that because the amounts are so high, The best value you're going to get moving forward is going to be getting a card from a particular partner. That can be airlines, that can be hotels, but nonetheless, that one card will bring you the value that you're really seeking without having to go through hoops. Now, what do I mean by that? I have a $95 Hyatt card here that I really don't put any spend on. But I know that every year I'm going to get a Hyatt World of Hyatt certificate from a category 1 to a category 4 hotel. That's going to bring me more value than the $95 I'm paying for that card. So I don't mind paying that amount for it. Okay? So that's a way to look at it. It's going to be that the banks are going to make it so that you're going to have to pick a side no matter what. And you're either going to be all in on Amex, all in on Chase, all in on Capital One, whatever your choice is, you're going to have to be all in. Because if you're trying to cover everybody, like I'm doing here again for the channel, it's going to really wear thin really quickly. And you're going to be broke at the end of all of this. All right. I know guys that have $6,000 worth of annual fees and they get to utilize it. And that's great. But for me, it doesn't work. I haven't even really told you about the business cards. Now, most of the business cards that I have are no annual fee cards, and most of them are from Chase, which is fine, right? No annual fee, I'm good with. I don't even think about that. But moving forward, even with airlines, that's why I'm sticking with the United Club card. I know it's an eye-watering $6.95, but the benefits that I get from the free check bags to the access at the airports to just it just gives me the baggage. The bags come out quicker than anybody else's because they tag it when you get there. If you're going international, especially, there's just things that I'm looking for at this point in my life that work for me. And that's where I'm going to focus my cards. So I'm going to get rid of some of the high spend cards because I'm not going to be using them as much. The goal for me would be to keep it anywhere within 2,000 to 2,500 across all my cards. Because, like I said, I have a number of $95 cards. The latest one, which is the IHG Premier card. And the reason I got this card is because as of this taping and for another week, you can get 5 free certificate nights, 60,000 points a piece. So 300,000 points of value, and you could stay at Intercontinental Hotels. You can stay at Kimpton Hotels and other properties that they have, not just in the States, but worldwide. And then every year, I'll get a certificate worth 40,000 points that I can use just for a $95 card. So if you're looking at your cards, look at the cards that bring you value without you having to go through hoops to keep them. In other words, the hotel cards, the airline cards. If you're into cash back, that's great as long as you're not paying a lot of money for that card. Things of that nature, that's what you want to keep close to you. I know lounge access is a big thing for a lot of people, but if you travel once a year, is it worth $600-700? Take 100 of those dollars and eat at a nice restaurant at the airport, and there's your lounge by the time you go to board. All right, mi gente. I hope I kind of clarified for you how I'm looking at the card spend going forward. And again, I think it's just going to be super specific for me. And I'm going to have to pick a side eventually because these are getting out of control. And by the end of this year, especially when City rolls out their elite card, which is going to hit at the end of fall, guys, that's another card that's going to come in at $595. And I don't think I'm going to take that card right now if what I see that the rumors are come true, which is like 4 passes to American Airlines lounges and a lot of multipliers, but through the portal, which I don't like. So, mi gente, I hope this was helpful. I thank you for being here. But more than anything else, mi gente, I thank you for giving me the privilege of your time. Until next time, mi gente, take care.